Vice President Leni Robredo believes the opposition must have only one standard bearer if it wants to defeat the candidate whom President Rodrigo Duterte will endorse in the 2022 elections. Robredo says this Monday, May 24, in an online public policy forum hosted by the University of Cambridge in the United Kingdom.
Number one is really feasibility. I believe that there should only be one opposition candidate in the 2022 elections.
She cites the Isambayan coalition, whose goal is to endorse a single slate of national candidates who will go up against whoever would be fielded by the Duterte administration come 2022.
To have many different candidates running against the elections will only ensure another 6 years of victory of the same kind of governance that the last 5 years has given us. And I'm not sure it's to the best interest of the country.
Robredo, as the highest-ranking member in the opposition, is a top-of-mind presidential candidate for political pundits. For Robredo, the next president of the Philippines should be someone who would be hands-on and believes in a data-driven approach in handling the COVID-19 crisis. The vice president says she has yet to decide on whether to run for top office or a local position in 2022. Boxing icon turned Senator Manny Pacquiao once again clashes with Senator Pia Cayetano during the session Monday, May 24. He says he felt disrespected when Cayetano's interpellation on his pet bill creating a new boxing commission had to be rescheduled.
Parang nawalan ako ng respeto doon sa bagay na dahil hindi ako na-inform. Yung tinatawag natin na courtesy lang sana, kung gagawin daw sa iyo yan tapos tagal-tagalan ibinbing ka tapos pag turn mo na yun pala malaman mo na wala na diyan yung mag-interpolate sa iyo, naghintay ka, parang iba yung pakiramdam mo, di ba?
The incident happened last May 19 when Cayetano was supposed to continue asking Pacquiao about his bill establishing the Philippine Boxing and Combat Sports Commission. She said she has been preparing as sponsor of the Pogo tax bill and only left the Senate session hall after seeking permission from Senate President Tito Soto.
Not all the work we do is on the floor. If you want me to put it on the floor, edi tatayo ako minu-minuto. I-report ko sa inyo yung ginagawa ko. Pati yung mga behind the scenes, i-report ko pa sa inyo.
By the time Pacquiao was called, Cayetano was no longer in the Senate building. Pacquiao reiterates Cayetano should have been courteous enough to inform him about her departure ahead of time.
Kaya nga nangunguna itong Philippine Boxing Commission na creation, nangunguna ito dahil priority ito sa akin. Mahalaga ito sa akin.
Senate Majority Leader Mig Zubiri intervenes at this point, telling his warring colleagues to have a time out. Local government units in Metro Manila begin a crackdown on the illegal sale and distribution of COVID-19 vaccines that are procured by the national government. This comes in the wake of reports that some people claiming to have connections with the city governments of Mandaluyong and San Juan are offering vaccine slots to netizens. In Manila, Mayor Isko Moreno on Monday, May 24, signs an ordinance which prohibits any person or entity from engaging in the sale, distribution, or administration of COVID-19 vaccines for profit. Violators face a 5,000 peso fine and imprisonment of up to 6 months.
Until it is under EUA or emergency use only, all types of vaccine available in the world and in the country, it cannot be sold for commercial purpose. No?
On May 21, Mandaluyong Mayor Menchi Abalos and San Juan Mayor Frances Zamora denied that their LGUs were involved in the alleged fraudulent schemes. Abalos on Monday meets with the National Bureau of Investigation to ask for assistance in tracking down those behind the alleged illegal sale of COVID-19 vaccines. Meantime, a social weather station survey released on Monday, May 24, finds that Filipino adults prefer vaccines developed by Sinovac and Pfizer and BioNTech. The survey says 39% of adult Filipinos prefer Sinovac's vaccine, while 32% prefer Pfizer's vaccine if they can choose a vaccine brand. It also says 22% choose the AstraZeneca vaccine, while 10% choose the Johnson & Johnson's vaccine. Only 7% of Filipino adults prefer Moderna. Miss Universe Canada 2020 Nova Stevens exposes the threats she's been receiving following the controversy between her publicist MG Mode Communications and fashion designer Michael Cinco. On Monday, May 24, Stevens shares screenshots of the threats and racist messages sent to her Instagram. Stevens says she doesn't deserve that and they won't accept this war, the racism, and the bullying. Addressing Cinco's revelation that the Miss Canada team didn't pay him, Stevens says her team had an agreement with a Filipino designer to sponsor her main contest gowns. She also emphasizes it is an agreement to lend the gown to a public figure in return for PR, publicity, and safe return of the gown. In response to being called ungrateful by Cinco, Stevens insists she's been constantly thanking the designer from the start. In her post, she includes a video message that she sent privately to Cinco on November 15, 2020, as proof that she did send him her thanks.
Thank you for entrusting me to bring your creations to life.
Stevens also explains she wasn't wearing a Michael Cinco gown for the preliminary competition of the pageant because the gown did not end up fitting perfectly. But she admits her team was wrong for making a comment publicly. Stevens apologizes, saying the disagreement should have been handled in private and with maturity. Stevens earlier released a video statement saying she hoped for both parties to stop fighting. Stevens' publicist, Miguel Martinez of MG Mode Communications, also said they never said anything that is not true. Cinco has yet to respond to Stevens and MG Mode Communications statements. Marvel Studios releases on Monday, May 24, a new teaser trailer and poster for the upcoming feature film Eternals. The movie introduces fans to a new team of superheroes in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Eternals are a race of aliens who have been living on Earth since mankind's prehistoric years. Through the years, the Eternals, in secret, help mankind progress as a species. They have never meddled until the events in Avengers Endgame. Eternals is the third movie in Phase 4 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, a shared fictional universe of characters based on Marvel Comics. The film is directed by Oscar award-winning director Chloe Zhao and stars an ensemble cast including Angelina Jolie, Gemma Chan, Salma Hayek, and Richard Madden, among others. It is slated for a November 2021 release in the US.